So we start off with Stu and Dwight, two brothers that are absolutely dead set on getting the brand new sand slasher bike, which, if you couldn't tell, is absolutely perfect for all of the sand dudes in the city they're riding in. I mean, they even got this Kick Batowski looking dude literally riding into the sunset to show how great it is. But the thing about the new sand slasher is that it costs money and their pockets are empty. So of course they're gonna have to go ask their dad for money. So their dad's a travel agent, and as you can see by the state of his office, he's crushing it. He's not doing well at all, which is entirely his fault. But before I tell you why, I want you to look at this man. Look at him and write down in the comments why you think his business is failing. I'll give you a few seconds. This guy is a money grubbing slime ball. I mean, look at him. And after you finish looking at him, you can look at the picture he has of himself right behind his head with the slimiest, grimiest, I'll sell your soul for a $1 scratch off look I've seen in my life. So he has this lady as a potential client, and he's looking at her pearls like a dog waiting for you to drop some food on the floor. And she tells him that all the places you're trying to get me to go to are so expensive. So rather than find some cheaper countries to go to, he says, oh, it's because you're rich. And rather than leaving, after those words were slimed out of his mouth, rather than leave, she gives him a second chance and mentions how the flight is also expensive since, you know, he put her on first class for everything because, you know, he wants money. He's a money grubbing slime ball. And guess what he says? He says this because she's rich. And it's like, take a hint, bro. Rather than possibly getting a consistent customer or customer at all, he tries to absolutely blast her pockets and ends up with nothing. And that's before the slime gods bless him with a client that says money's no problem, so you know, whatever, nothing I said matters, whatever, Slimer's forever. So since their dad now has a client, he's in a good mood and he's about to have some money in his pocket, they decide to ask their dad if they could know where the client lives so that they can rob him while he's away on vacation. You know, I guess the slime doesn't drip too far from the pipe, huh? They bike over to the client's house and yeah, he's rich. If he's in a landslide, he's cooked, and the mansion is definitely haunted, but a mansion is a mansion. Even if it's filled with bats and it's completely run down and a ghost pops out. But I want to mention just how annoying Dwight's hiccups are. Like, he does this for the rest of the episode and then adds nothing to the story. Like, it really just takes away my sanity. This mansion has way too many secret compartments. A secret button? Okay. A secret bookshelf? Sure. Secret... And the lamp is the trigger too? If he ever has any documents to sign, his bookshelf is going to be over there doing the Harlem Shake. And I know he's getting sent to the Shadow Realm on the daily if all he has to do is just lean back in his chair. But luckily, they found a map in the bookshelf. Gah! Those hops are crazy. He jumped like a fourth of a football field with zero stretching. Dwight better be on the basketball team because he can dunk from full court easy. So they continue exploring the house and get past the client's dog and end up falling into the laboratory where Stu gets snatched up by a tentacle. And then Dwight throws an entire shelf of science bottles into the... I don't know what that liquid is, but was that a bomb? Bro, he's dead. That explosion sent him flying. And then he just gets up like he was taking a nap. If Slimer found out that his kids have superpowers, like, they're done. Absolutely done for. But anyways, the client's roommates and the dog chased them out of his room, and then his other roommates, who happen to be triplets, chased them out of their room before they're able to escape and finally find the treasure on the map, just for the client to absolutely clown on them by showing he somehow saw all of this coming by putting their whole journey in the comic book and burying it just so they can dig it up. Diabolical. They're finally able to escape, and Crypt Keeper is you. So the Crypt Keeper is the host of this show and seems to be the client of Slimer. Like, I hope he had a great 20-minute vacation to Transylvania. Like, how's he back already? Like, then Stu wants to come back and say this. Keep it. Like, he doesn't know what you're talking about, and you're acting like he said, rob my house and I'll give you this bike. You're lucky he didn't fold you right there after seeing you run out of his house. But that's the end. Bye 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 bye. Bye bye bye. Bye bye.